United Nations FAO reports that the world production of potatoes in 2013 was about 368 million tons, out of which 45 million is produced in India, pushing it to the world's second largest producer of potatoes. According to it, the consumption of potatoes in India is rising at an alarming rate and the production is also up to the mark. But the problem is in storage of potatoes, as a large number of potatoes, even the whole potato sack, get wasted or they get rotted because of improper storage techniques. The smell of the rotted potatoes can cause health problems to the people working in the storage areas. The Daily Mail reported an incident where a family was wiped out by deadly gas caused by rotten potatoes in the cellar. Our proposed solution can detect the potatoes at the early stages of rotting so that the appropriate steps can be taken to save them as well as the damage caused by them. MQ135 gas sensor is basically an air quality detecting sensor. It is sensitive for benzene, alcohol and smoke. It is with low cost and suitable for different applications. MSP EXP430G2 Launchpad is an easy-to-use flash programmer and debugging tool for the MSP430G2 value line MCUs from Texas Instruments. CC110L Air Booster Pack is a booster pack for the MSP430 Launchpad, which is a RF transceiver used for transmitting and receiving of data. OPA227 is a high-performance, low-noise operational amplifier from Texas Instruments which is used to amplify the sensor signal and reject the common mode signal to reduce noise. Power supplies. We have used two power supplies, one to provide plus minus 12 volts to the op-amp and the other to provide 5 volts to the heater of the sensor. Buzzer. It is used as an alarming device to alarm the official about the abnormality of the potatoes.
Physical implementation of our project. Here we have two sections. In the first section we have signal conditioning part and the transmitting part. The second section itself is the receiving part. Now we come to the first section. Here we have employed MQ135 air quality gas sensor to sense the vapors from the rotting potatoes. This sensor gives the output in form of change in its resistance. The output is then conditioned using the signal conditioning circuit. In this circuit, the signal is amplified as well as the noise is reduced to give the analog output value, which is between 0 to 3 volts. That means we have a voltage output value. Now this analog value is converted to digital by the inbuilt ADC of MSP-EXP430G2 MCU. This was done so that the values can be transmitted wirelessly. In MSP-EXP43G2, the values so converted is examined compared with the threshold value to give a 0 or 1 output to the CC110L RF air booster pack. This kit is a booster pack for the MSP-EXP43G2. It is used to transmit the values wirelessly over the radio frequency. The range of this booster pack is about 100 feet, which is suitable for the storage areas. Now we move on to the receiving section. In this section, we have again employed CC110L air booster pack, which receives the transmitted values. These values are sent to the MSP430G2 launchpad, and accordingly the buzzer is set on or off. Now let's see how it works. We can see that the equipments are now in operation. In normal conditions here, when nothing is exposed, it is giving an almost constant reading, which is approximately equal to 3.14 volts. Firstly, now we will bring the fresh potatoes and observe the change in these values, and then we will expose the sensor to rotted potatoes and again observe the change in the values. Here, now as you can see, there is a minor change in the output voltage shown in the multimeter, which is approximately 0.3 volts, or we can also say 300 millivolts. Now we will expose the sensor to the rotted potatoes. These are the rotted potatoes. We have tried to make a replica of the sack of potatoes which are used to store the potatoes in the storage. Now we will expose these potatoes to the sensor. As we can see now clearly that the values have drastically changed and the buzzer is on, which in turn indicates that the potatoes are rotted. This proves that our project has successfully detected the rotted potatoes.
A few weeks back, we took some fresh potatoes for testing purposes and provided the required conditions for them to rot. After continuous testing around 2 weeks later, when we tested them again, the buzzer alarmed but there were no visual signs of rot, proving the success of our project. Our project can be implemented in the form of a handheld device and used in the cold storages as well as households to prevent the wastage of potatoes. If we employ more number of sensors instead of just one, we can get better accuracy and precision in our results.